So this is more information I've needed to get out to everybody, and it's kind of a heavy subject, and so let's start out with something light. So because I've been in the last couple days just my guides, I kind of stopped them from doing any downloading, or as everyone's been calling it, DNA reprogramming or repairing, because it was getting to be too much. I was just off kilter, and being at work and having that done just made me feel crazy, so I had to stop it. And it's actually been over a week, if not a couple weeks now. And so I was talking to my guides last night as I was kind of watching stuff on the internet, and we have conversations often, and I said, okay, you've got 24 hours. They said that's long enough, and I said, okay, 48 hours, and that was starting from yesterday afternoon, last night. It makes me feel really kind of jittery and kind of off kilter, so I really have to be out in nature. My last video that I just made said make sure you get out in nature, because when you're having this DNA repair going on, and it's really like downloading a lot of information that we've forgotten, and they're giving it all back to us. It can be crazy making, not just a little, but it can really be crazy making. So I have plans again to, after I get all of this information out of my head and out to all of you, just go sit in nature. And I can be out there and just sit in nature, or I can take my music with me, and singing helps. No, I'm not going to sing in a video, but just being out there and connecting with nature and connecting with Gaia, and letting the download happen in a natural environment really helps. So I encourage you again all to get outside and just center and focus. So the information that I wanted to get out there, and I've watched, it is regarding the Illuminati interviews, the ex-Illuminati members that are out on the website, or out on the web now on YouTube. They're heavy, so be prepared when you listen to them. I now know exactly why I am here and what I'm doing and what we're up against, and it is not for the faint of heart. And I know that everybody watching and everybody that has gathered in our group is up for the challenge. It's why we're here. We are light workers, warrior class. There's no messing around. I've been told through my life I've been able to do things that most women can't do. Move across the country by myself, start over with a new life, create things out of thin air. We all can do this. I came through a family that really got me ready to learn how to fight, and to to be able to be strong, and to get messages out to other people that have been in similar situations that I have. And this is it. This is what I've trained for. This is what we've all been prepared for. So listen to the interviews. The first one I listened to, and I'd heard her name several times, and I couldn't find the interview when I first started searching. But her name is Svali. It's S-V-A-L-I. I'll put the link in with this video. And the other one is Marianne, and they are both ex-Illuminati. I can't even say the word. I really do, my heart goes out to these people that have been raised in this, because, well, you'll hear it in their interviews. It's horrible. It is horrible. These people, a lot of them want out. Many of them are so brainwashed they don't know that they want out. And I've been in a cult-like religion. Really, it was on the cult awareness list. So I can understand not understanding that you need to get out. And even as a child, you know, somewhere inside me I knew I was going to leave. But for survival reasons, you know, it's your whole world. It's everybody that you know. And for these people, it's you leave and they come after you. They want you dead. They don't want your message getting out there about why you had to get out and what really goes on underground a lot of times, underneath the surface, in dark closed rooms. They don't want people to know what they're doing. It's real, it's serious, and this is why a lot of us are light workers and why we're here at this time, because these people need to be exposed and they need to be dealt with, and they need to all of this information needs to come to light. So I'm going to put these interviews, the links, in this this video. And I also wanted to, on a lighter note, let's get back to what I was talking about in my previous video today, regarding what Boy Wonder was talking about, and the different parts of ourselves, and the past life regression information I put out in the last video. Michael Newton, and then Brian Weiss and James Van Praagh, all of that information regarding lives between lives and what happens. The information that Michael Newton said and the others comes through their patients that are under hypnosis, is so consistent and so true, you know, from person to person, that they had to pay attention to what was going on about these lives between lives that we have. And it just really rang true with me. And something that had happened, there's been a lot of things going on with me lately, so I'll get to that in a second too, but Michael Newton talks about most people have, when they're between lives, when they pass from one life into the afterlife, they have their soul group, which I believe many of you are, for me, come to greet them, and then they're brought before council members, and it depends on what level your soul's at and as to how many people come through. But I thought it was really interesting when he said most people have 3 council members from the higher realms come to them to review their lives. Back in 2003, and this is just really ringing in my ears and resonating with me at the moment, very important for me to get this information out, is what I've been told. 3 council members, and that is the best way I can describe them, came to me in 2003. It was after either my first or second Reiki attunement, so I was getting like some major energy coming through, and I guess at that time there's a lot of dumping old stuff and bringing in new energy. So who knows why exactly they were coming to me, because it wasn't as if I was physically leaving one life, but when you go through the Reiki attunements, you leave an old life behind, so that could really be why they were coming to me. But they were just these big, tall men, for lack of a better description, in white robes, and they had gold sashes down the middle, and it was all kind of hazy around them, and they were coming through what looked like darkness coming through to me. And a lot of what I think people talk about in their videos, the shadow people, they might have been coming through them, but I did see them really clearly, and they were coming to me to tell me something, and I was just too afraid. And my friend that I was talking to at the time, she was kind of on this path in a way. She didn't really have a good explanation. She just said, you know, you're a beacon of light, and these beings will be drawn to you, but it was more than that. And I'll continue this in another video.